Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to prepare watercolor paper in the traditional manner. We're going to soak it and stretch it and put it on some gator board. So this is a real quick intro. Sorry, it's kind of cheesy, but the setup is just what it is. So anyway, what you're going to have is you're going to want to have a tub or something you can soak your paper into, your paper, a staple, and gator board. Okay, and gator board is, I got it at Cheap Joe's, I think, and it's kind of like foam core. It's really lightweight and we can staple into it, and it provides a stiff backing for the paper. So what you want to do is you want to soak your paper for 10 to 15 minutes in clear water. One thing you want to make sure you do is not have any oils on your hand. Don't put lotion on or anything. Have very clean hands, because any oils will adhere to the paper and then the paint won't get absorbed very well. So after your paper has been soaking for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you want to take your corner of your paper out and let it drip just a little bit here. Now you can't really see that too well, but it's draining. I'm going to pick up the other side of my paper here. I'm going to lay it down onto the gator board, center first, just like that. Okay, so here I have it laid down on my gator board very well. I don't see any bubbles. Everything's totally shiny. In other words, there's water on all parts of the paper. And I can see that it looks like it's all sitting well. If you have a bubble, you want to lift up a corner and then just ease that bubble out. Set it back down again. Make sure everything looks very even. When you hold it slanted towards the light, you can actually tell. You can see the sheen on it, whether there's any bubbles or not. Okay, and then what you want to do is basically staple it to your board. And you're going to start on the outside edges in the center and all the way to the edge if you can. And so you're going to put one staple on the middle of this corner. You put one staple in the middle of this corner. Okay, one staple over here. So the reason why you staple your paper and one staple over here is because two reasons. First of all, you soak your paper to get off some of the starch that's in there, but the main and most important reason is to keep those bubbles from happening when you apply very wet washes. And this is good for 140-pound watercolor paper. You want to keep those bubbles from happening because then your washes don't get all, that don't go into rivers and valleys. Okay. So now I'm stapling on each side. I'm leaving about an inch in between, stapling on each side. And I'm going to go around the whole paper like that until I reach the corners. And then I'm going to allow this to dry overnight for at least overnight. And that's how you end up having your paper stretched. Because what happens is when the paper is wet, it absorbs all of the water it can, and it actually expands out. So if you stretch it while it's still very wet, then it won't shrink back and want to stretch out again when you have those wet washes. All right, everybody, enjoy your painting. Thanks.